Yo, what's up guys, it's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and today we are going to talk about bunt cheesing. Now my last video, my Cal Ripken Jr. video, I thought it was going to be more about, playing guys out of position, who can do that kind of thing. But what really ended up happening is I had a little bit that I said about bunting and bunt cheesing and just kind of my take on it and how I feel about it and all that kind of thing. And that spiraled out of control, man, quickly. I got on Twitch the next day to stream and things were going crazy. Pretty much people were somewhat on one side or the other about bunt cheesing. I think it's one of the more triggered things that makes people really upset one way or the other. So I don't know, I felt like I was kind of backed into a corner. I got kind of defensive, and when that happens it's never really good, and I don't know if I really heard the other side of the story that much. Basically, when it comes to bunts and bunt cheesing, what I hope that everyone will get out of the whole thing is that you need to make sure that you shift in position and be prepared for bunting, because it happens, man. And personally, I just got tired of getting bunted on myself, and so I wanted to be able to bunt as well. I don't know, man, like, to me it's just part of the game at this point. I don't see it getting patched anytime soon. I don't see it changing until MLB The Show 17. So what I did was pretty much say, if someone bunts on me, fine. I can bunt on them too if I want to bunt on them as well. I don't see what the big deal is anymore. I don't really see the point in sitting there complaining about it or just not doing it at all out of principle. But I understand that people at the same time, they don't want any bunts in the game when they play. They don't like any form of bunts at all. They think it's cheap. They think you get caught up in animations. It'd be really interesting to see somebody just go through and play an entire game where you just bunt all game against the bunt defense. See how many times you can make the play. See how many times you don't make the play. I think that would be really interesting, so we could have some kind of a percentage of times that people are safe. And if anybody is interested in labbing that out with me, let me know down in the comments below. That would be great if you could do that. So let's talk about when I think it is okay to bunt. Now, if they're playing some sort of shift against you that you don't like, I think, like they got Anthony Rizzo shift on. They got one of those shifts where everyone's over to the right and the third baseline is open. I think bunting is fair game. I think always sacrifice bunting is fair game. I think a lot of times first and second, I think it's okay to bunt to stay out of the double play. I think if you have a fast guy at the plate and they don't want to play a third baseman of any kind of defensive quality, I think it's okay to bunt, especially if they're back. Now, if they have bunt defense on, or they have some kind of bunt shift, I don't think it's very smart to bunt in that situation, because most likely you're going to be out. I really don't think that you can win an entire game if all you did the whole entire game was bunt as well. I don't think that would work out. So those are the situations you probably want to bunt in. Now, to everybody out there that's really upset about me bunting and kind of my stance on the whole thing of just at this point not caring about it, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to piss you off to that extent. I can be wrong sometimes. I'm not always right with everything that I say. Sometimes maybe my opinion is wrong. I guess what I'm just trying to say is I just shift against bunts. I'm not afraid to bunt. If I want to bunt, I want the ability to be able to bunt, man. And if everyone hates me for it, so be it, man. But I just think if you want to bunt out there, hey, man, just go ahead and bunt. I'm not going to be mad at you. A lot of people are going to be mad at you, so do understand that. Do understand that if bunting is part of your game, expect more of a backlash. And that's something I wish I would have thought about more, because I pretty much was like on my stance of, hey, bunting's alright, but not everyone's going to agree with that. And that's something I kind of underrated quite a bit, that people were not going to be cool with it. Maybe I should have thought about that more. But like I said, man, I make mistakes from time to time, and I'm willing to admit that I probably made a mistake with that take. But it's just, I feel like if someone bunts against you, you can bunt against them. And I don't know what you can really do, man, when you play someone random that you don't know, and then there's bunting that gets involved in the game. I don't know, man. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you're just supposed to not bunt? I understand if you're playing against your friends or something like that, but people have bunted against me, and there are times when I was just too ignorant to put on the shift because I was too upset. And I really wanted to get out to people that you just don't have to, like, if you notice someone's gonna start bunting against you and bunt cheesing against you, just try to put on the shift and do the best you can. That's really where it comes from, man. Like, I don't know what we're supposed to do other than, you know, try to like put on some kind of shift to combat the bunt. And I understand a lot of people are going to be upset about that because they want to play in a game where there is no bunting, but most of the time there is going to be some bunting on both sides. And if you feel like you want to bunt, I think you should go ahead and bunt. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. The only thing that kind of sucks though is that we have to set limits on how much you can bunt or when you can bunt and all this kind of stuff. If you can bunt one time, to me it feels like you should be able to bunt anytime. And I don't know, I wish the animations were better and stuff like that, but every game that I run into, I just put on the bunt defense quickly. That's all I'm trying to recommend to you out there. If you notice someone's got, you know, Ichiro, Tony Gwynn, some players that definitely can bunt for base hits, where do we draw the line? You know, where do we say as a community it's like, is it 0 bunts? Are people just allowed to bunt 0 bunts? Like, I gave you the rules in the sack bunts and the shifts, but what you know, sometimes there will be bunts in an MLB game where they don't make the play. And I know my team, the Royals, we bunt a lot. We bunt cheese a lot in real life. Raul Mondesi, I don't know if you guys know who that player is, but he bunts a lot. Eric Hosmer will bunt to get out of a slump. Alcides Escobar, Gerard Dyson, Paulo Orlando will lay down a bunt. Lorenzo Cain, not that much anymore, but he used to lay down bunts. So where do we draw the line? Because I think one of the main things you guys need to have is a good defensive third baseman. I've been saying about Machado for a long time. I think it's important. I think defense is important in the game. Now, we really need to do that test I was talking about earlier. We really need to see how many times in a 27-out game both teams just bunt. All they do is bunt the entire game. We'll put good third basemen at third base, and let's see how many times out of 27 they can throw them out. I kind of feel like it's going to be, I don't know, 21 out of 27. I don't know. But guys, please adjust your bunt defense. Please try to do your best against the bunt. I understand no one really likes getting bunted on or anything like that, but I don't know what to do. I mean, like in 2K, there's like dribble cheese, alright? You can like do certain crossovers and certain things like that. There used to be speed boosting and certain things like that where you could get power moves. But what happens in that game is everyone adjusts to it and you try to play the best you can against it. And that's kind of what I was trying to say. And maybe I chose the wrong words in the way I said it. And of course, like I said, I got way too defensive about my stance and was not understanding enough of the other side of things. And sometimes, you know, people are like, you got such a big platform, man. You can't be saying, you know, people said bunt. You can't be saying that kind of thing. Sometimes I don't think about it like that at all. Like, I don't really think that my channel is just this huge channel or anything. I just kind of wanted to voice my opinion. I wanted players out there to be conscious of the fact that bunting is a part of this game and it's something you can do and you need to be defending against it. Because here's what's going to happen. A lot of times you're going to go up in the game. Let's say you go up a couple runs and the bunts are going to start to come out and you need to be ready for it. Make sure you have a defender, even if you don't start him at third, that's on your bench that you can bring in to combat it. Now, I just don't think, like I said, that really anybody, unless they built an entire team around bunting players, could use this to too much of an advantage. But it's going to be some adversity you're going to face as you play higher levels of this game. You're going to have people that are bunting. And I think it is something that you don't have to do to win games, that's for sure. But I just wanted to say, man, I'll say it again, I just don't care about it personally anymore. I know that's really tough for people to understand, but it's at a certain point, I just can't keep complaining about the same thing over and over and over again. And what I want to do is evolve my game to be, because it's a part of the game, I want to evolve my game to be prepared for it and know how to do it myself if I need to know how to do it in a certain game or if I need to use it in a certain game. So, I don't know, man. I know this is probably going to trigger a lot more people. I wanted to talk about this situation more when I had like a level head to think about it for a little while of time. And I'm human, guys. At the end of the day, I'm human. I never think about how the channel's like got a ton of growth or something like that. I still remember and still think about the times when I was streaming on YouTube and we'd have like 15 to 20 people in the stream, and that's kind of the way I roll. It's crazy the support you guys have gave me. The channel has gone through the roof, way bigger than I ever expected it to get to. I put in a lot of work and you guys showed me a lot of support to get there, and I really appreciate it. But at the same time, I always feel like in MLB The Show, like I want to be like the everyman. I want to say things, and you know, I want to have my own opinions, and I'm not going to always kind of fit into that normal box that you might see from other MLB The Show YouTubers and stuff. I want to tell you guys how it is, like from the front lines of things, and be honest with how I feel about certain things. So get in that comment box down below. Let me know what you think, man. Do you think bunting is the absolute worst thing in the world and no one should ever bunt one time, like ever? Like bunting is just terrible, because I know I used to be in that camp like 100% of the time. I had like little cheese animations and everything. Now, do you not give a fuck about bunting? You just don't give a fucking shit about it at all. Like, if they want to bunt, they want to bunt. You might bunt yourself, that kind of thing. Let me know in the comments below. To anybody that got offended, and you know, when things get out of control, man, shit gets said, that kind of thing, I apologize straight up. I'm not trying to make enemies in this shit. All I like to do is play this game and have fun, and I apologize for anything I said. If anyone got upset, my bad. Probably will happen again sometime in the future, because I can get kind of hot-headed at times, but I just wanted to say my bad to all y'all that got pissed off about it. I feel like now we're talking about bunt cheesing more than ever, and we're thinking about it. Maybe something will actually get done for next year's game, but until then, what are you guys going to do about bunting in the future? What are your takes on bunting? How can we fix bunting? I think Cardinal had the best idea ever for it. Just all you gotta do is move the PCI to the ball and use some skill, and then I don't think people would be as upset about it, because they do need to figure out some kind of balancing, because they do make it so that you can bunt and you're out every single time. I don't know if that would be good for our game as well. But guys, I just wanted to say I apologize to y'all. I didn't mean to make y'all upset. I didn't mean to make y'all really not, you know, get real upset with me. I apologize about that, but I can't promise something like that won't happen in the future, because trust me, I get pretty, I start to get upset myself at times. But I don't know, man. I'm just trying to move on from the whole bunting thing. Like, as far as if I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. If someone does it against me, it's alright. I'm not gonna be going into my gameplay videos and being like, oh man, they bunted against me, oh my god. I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't do it anymore. All I can do is evolve my game to utilize it if I want to utilize it, and if someone utilizes it against me, so be it, man. It happens, you know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do about it? You know what I mean? I can't go to MLB The Show and patch the game, you know, to buy a plane ticket to San Diego and go to San Diego and patch the game up myself, man. It's just part of the game, and I know when I'm playing against random people online, it's going to be a part of the game whether I like it or not. So I'm just deciding to evolve to use it if I want to use it. And like I said, you don't even have to use it if you don't want to use it at all to win games. You really don't. But if you do use it, I ain't mad at you, man. I understand, because you're just trying to get the rating points. So let me know, guys, in the comments below what you think about bunt cheesing. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about bunting. It's crazy, man. They really need to fix it so we can find some kind of happy, natural medium to this thing. Because I don't think anybody like seeing like Prince Fielder lay down a bunt. I've been bunted on by Reggie Stocker, man. I've been bunted on by you name it, dude. I've had them bunt against me successfully. I've been bunted on by Pablo Sandoval. I know how it feels to get bunted on. But what I just was tired of was myself. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I can't just sit there and complain. The ratings don't give a shit if I complain about it or not. So I just tried to just one day, the other day, I was just like, dude, fuck it. Like, I don't care about this shit anymore. It's a part of this game, whether I like it or not. So I want people that watch my videos to be prepared for it, to know how to do it if they need to utilize how to do it. And that's just kind of where I was coming from on that. And I just apologize that it really got under some people's skin and people got really emotional about it. I hope we can move on from it, and that's why I made this video on bunting and a big rant about bunting in this game. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope this kind of clears the air for some of us out there, because I want to get back to playing this game and having a good time playing this game. I don't like when shit gets all fucking intense and fucking angry and people are mad and there's all this drama and shit. I don't like that shit at all, dude. I'm fucking old as hell. I'm not trying to fucking do that kind of shit. I like to fucking play the stream. I like to interact with my stream while I'm playing the game and have fun playing the game and talk baseball and all that. So I want to get back to that. If we can get back to that, that's cool. If you're still mad at me, I understand, that's fine as well. But I just wanted you to hear it from me saying, my bad, I apologize to y'all. I didn't give your side of things credence. I understand if you're not ready to move on, like I want to move on from, you know, bunting and being upset about bunting. So drop a like if you like this video, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.